Sarah, Hotlink.
Yes.
Is that your new name, Hotlink? Sarah's the Hotlink. She was maybe 10 years ago.
Hey, I still am. Anyway, Hotlink. I realised today, because my Malaysian credits ran out, and when we arrived about 2.5 weeks ago, we got a Hotlink package, and I did ask, does it work in Indonesia? And the woman said it doesn't. But when we were in Singapore the other day, mine did. So I would suggest getting a roaming package, which includes Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia and Singapore. And for example, we did 45 ringgit, and that is for 30 days, and you get high speeds, all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, I would do that if you're going to go to all those other countries.
Beautiful.
You, me? No.
Hi there. Just to the museum.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye, have a good day. What's happening here? Yeah, I want to learn how to do that. I want to learn how to make those rattan bags. I want to do lessons. That we saw.
So isn't it funny how life provides? We passed this gentleman in the corridor just a few days ago, and we didn't know who he was. We obviously knew he was important, but here at the Sabah State Museum they have a whole section dedicated to him. So let's have a little look. He's obviously a keen artist as his work's on display, a musician, and his distinguished political career. I'm not sure you can see him due to the reflections, but this is Tam. He's a gentle and friendly fellow who was moved from an oil plantation and kept in captivity to keep him safe. He'd been shot by hunters, and he passed away recently, and for his troubles they've stuffed him and stuck him in a glass cube. And also moving on, we have some paintings by His Excellency, the head state of Sabah, Dr. Haji. I'm not going to try the rest of the name, but he's obviously an avid artist. I think these things should be behind bulletproof glass. They're marvels.
So ever since I've left my fan hat because it wasn't suitable anymore, I've been looking for a hat to replace it. This looks quite cool. Or am I pointing that way?
So I'm just walking through the headhunting gallery, and it's interesting to see the skulls strung from the ceiling, but the swords that did the dirty work, they're the important thing. They're safe behind the bulletproof glass. So yeah, around the turn of the century, headhunting was a big thing here in Borneo, and it was a way for individuals to settle scores, and sometimes families and villages got drawn into it. But then luckily the British Borneo Charter Company put an end to it and sorted everything out as the colonialists like to do. Well, that's what's been written on the walls anyway. I'm not sure it was that straightforward, to be honest. But it was also, a head was taken and it was given a young man recognition of manhood, proof of his skill and strength, and enabling him to win the heart of a girl. Yeah, what a strange way to do it.
Look behind me, you know I love rattan, anything weaving, baskets, bags, and on the way in I saw some people weaving, and I am really determined to do some lessons and have a go myself. So while we're on tour in Asia, I am going to find a place and we're going to do it, or I'm going to do it. I'm not sure if Tim will join me, but yeah, I want to make a bag, a wicket basket, everything. I've just realised what these are. Look, you know I love rucksacks. These are wicker rucksacks. Oh, I'm definitely making one of these. Maybe one of these. Look at that.
Behind me, the proclamation of Malaysia, I presume it is the real thing. 1963, when the Queen relinquished control, jurisdiction and sovereignty over Malaya, and Malaysia was born, the uniting of all the states. An important document, and one that possibly people just walk by and don't even realise it's there. So it seems that the British North Borneo Company was in charge from 1881 to 1942 with the capture by the Japanese in World War II. And then after World War II, 46, for another 15 or so years, it went back as a crown colony. From what's written here, they don't seem to have too much beef with the British. You never really can tell. They do seem to not be happy with the Japanese. There's a lot about the occupation and the war heroes and the resistance. But yeah, Britain and Malaysia may be still on good terms. So someone is about to have a nasty surprise when they realise they've left their phone on a bench. Sarah's gone to hand it in, and hopefully they can find that. It's never good to lose a phone. I bet they were wearing trackies.
Yeah, also there was no battery on it, so but I just gave it to security.
Okay, hopefully that finds its owner. What a great centrepiece to welcome you in. It definitely drew me in. I don't think any museum's foyer is complete without a big skeleton. boys seem to find the spot next to the standing body of water and the breeding mosquitoes. It's getting to about that time as well. I'm just waiting for Sarah. I think she's got caught up walking through the arts and crafts tent, and I think she's probably trying to book a course in how to play panpipes and then possibly how to weave some rattan. Yeah, they don't really seem to understand her when she asks these questions, but fair play to her for trying.
That was cool going around the museum, and now we were waiting for a Grab. And I just want to say, I love Grab or Uber, but Grab especially here, literally 85p to get from here to our apartment, and that's like 10 minutes away. So yeah, 85p. Also, I have learned the difference between wicker and rattan, because I normally use those words interchangeable. I say I like rattan or I like wicker, but rattan is the actual material and wicker is a type of weave. So you can have loads of wicker made from different materials, but if you ask for a rattan or wicker furniture, for example, it's a type of weave made by rattan material. Tired?
So I am still struggling to order from these menus, and it's always a little bit of confusion when we come to do it. Today a copy C was no sugar, no milk, so yeah, I just went with what she said. I said I want milk and sugar, and that's what I got. I did get it cold rather than hot though. I just get what I'm given. But I've been having a look at these menus, and Sarah, what do we think we have come to?
So, I mean, we've been in Malaysia now for about 3 weeks, and we still look at a menu like, So I think nasi means rice, and goreng is egg. So mi, Maggi, and kiao tiao is some sort of noodles. Bean hon, that was vermicelli. And then here you have some rice, chicken dishes, sweet and sour sauce dishes. And then here you've got the roti canai, and then you can see the different types. One with boom, with an egg, with cheese, with kaya, yeah. And then you had the biryani, which Tim wanted, but they only do it lunchtime, so no clay pot for him.
Yeah, the only thing on the menu I could confidently order, and it was a stop serving at lunch.
So I've gone for the sweet and sour chicken. Matching sweet and sour chicken. Thank you. I didn't think I was going to get the shot, but I think I might do. You plane spotters out there, look, you can see how close we are to the runway. Can you see that plane coming in? They're not as frequent as Heathrow, but this is how close we are to the runway. And for those plane spotters who stand in the cold, by the grass, by Terminal 4, the A30, this spot is way better. You get a seat, you get food, you get drink, and it's not always raining.
So Sarah is always preparing and ready, so a little bit of water and a few, I think, sugary treats for tomorrow when we get up. There's no breakfast involved at this apartment, but the food was pretty reasonable. It came to 32 ringgit in total, so what's that, A16, about £4, and it was okay. I think we made the mistake of kind of not ordering really what they do. So they had sweet and sour on the menu, but they kind of had to check if the chef could make it, and whether that was because they didn't have the ingredients, I don't know. But I think it would have been better to order a nasi goreng with an egg. So I should have done my research first and gone for it. But yeah, it was okay. It was okay. So Sarah, you are now contractually obliged to go and eat there. You've pretty much spat in your finger and shook on it with the lady. She couldn't believe her luck.
I didn't spit, by the way, on any finger, but I just walked past and they like just jumped up and was like, hello. And I was like, oh no, we've already eaten, maybe tomorrow. Or maybe I didn't say maybe.
So we're going to have to avoid walking past here for the next 3 days now. No, we'll go and eat there. It looks quite good.
It looks alright though.
Yeah, no, it did. And I want to have my 2 pence worth about the old planes and the landing strip and the amazing place to sit. And it's because I want to have a go at Heathrow. Not those Heathrow baggage handlers this time. It's going to be those nerds that sit on the field and watch the planes come in. They may have the volume, but definitely the setting is right here. You've got the temperature, you've got, what else have you got, Sarah?
What, the temperature?
The food and the drink, although the food's pretty average and the drink probably comes hot instead of cold or cold instead of hot. But I would definitely say it would be a better evening spent.
Yeah, are you talking about the spotters, train spotters, plane spotters?
Yeah, I am. I'm having a go at them as well.
Honestly, every time I drive, every time I drive past on the A30, that strip, literally pouring rain in the cold, and I'm like, go to the Queen's Building. When I was a kid, me and my brother used to go to the Queen's Building and watch the planes.
Okay,
actually,
enough of that. I can't. I can't have a go too much, because to be fair, I had a good old afternoon with Dennis and Andreas chilling on that strip one time. I reminisced about those good old days. Yeah, I did.
Loser.
Okay, don't tell Tim, but I think I'm the ultimate loser, because it just reminded me when we were kids, me and my brother, we used to have a radio control that could hear the pilots landing, we could hear their talk, their chat. But to be fair, it was my brother's fault because he became a pilot, so maybe he's the ultimate loser.